session 2 for the day 3, session 2, Stress Management, Self-Care for Educators by Sir Dr. Anil Sharma ji. Teaching is one of the most rewarding professions, but it can also be one of the demanding and challenging one as well. Balancing lesson plans, grading, classroom management, and the emotional needs of our students often leaves us with little time for ourselves. Today, we are here to change this narrative by focusing on strategies to manage stress and prioritize self-care. And dear audience, we are in very safe hands because the resource person of the day is Sir Dr. Anil Kumar Sharma ji. I think Sir needs no introduction in our circle, in our Bhavan circle. Sir is a visionary leader who has 45 years of experience in teaching and education administration. Sir thrives to create an environment in which students can learn more effectively and can develop as worthwhile citizens and cultivate leadership in others. Sir, I have to steal this opportunity over here. It's not only students, but we teachers, we are learning a lot from you, especially over these few days, the kind of close contact you have been guiding us throughout. I mean, nothing best could happen to us. Sir, we are really thankful to you. Sir is the recipient of the much coveted National Award from the President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam ji. Sir also has National Award, is a recipient of National Award from Padega India, Tabhi to Badega India in the year 2019. Sir also received KVS Incentive Award from Shri Madhav Rao Scindia, Green Award in 2011 by Institution of Engineers, and the list is endless, my dear audience. Honesty. Sir is also a state awardee. He received awards from Bharat Scouts and Guides, KVS headquarters, and NCRT National Award on Innovation in School Education, and many more. Sir has supervised different KVs of Himachal Pradesh, Haryana, Punjab, Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, and Delhi. Sir has worked as Associate Director and Director for various training program of teachers. Sir acted as member of academic inspection team of Kendra Vidyalaya Sangathan, Delhi, Bhopal, Kolkata, Patna, Gurgaon, and Chandigarh regions. Sir assisted teachers in lesson planning and classroom activities. Sir has also been participating in radio talks by All India Radio and TV programs of Doordarshan and Star TV. Sir has conducted so many trainings, and I must mention, this is what Sir told me in one of his conversations, that Sir has conducted over 50 faculty development programs on the trainings, and that also spanned over 20 days each. I mean, I must share over here, audience, we are organizing this 5 days workshop, and we know like the kind of system and the like coordination that is required. And Sir conducting workshops for 20 days and definitely is a very big thing, sir. Sir has been conducting trainings on NEP 2020, 21st century skills, promoting mental health, competency-based education, learning outcomes, connection, and communicating with parents, spreading happiness, and again the list is endless. Sir, we are very fortunate to be learning from you, get trained by you. So, sir, thank you so much, and we are really eager to manage our stress with you, from you. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Prerna, you have said so many things. It is very difficult to speak because when a lot has been said, the expectations are very high. And when expectations are high, at that time, it is very difficult to fulfill. But anyhow, you forget about the awards and rewards. That is because of a good team that I have got. Like I'm getting a very good team in the Bhavan today. So I'll share who are very good. So thank you, Prerna, for a nice introduction. So I'll start with you. One of my, as she has said you that I have got the national award, so I'll start with that. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So,
So
Yes, sir.
this is a picture of mine. I don't know whether you can recognize or not, but it is my picture getting a national award. So on 30th of the August, I have got a message from the president that the president is pleased to invite you for the Teachers Award. And I was not actually mentally prepared for this. Very happy, but I was thinking that there are 5 days are left. Anything can happen to me. Anything can happen in between. Somebody may complain. Somebody may pull the leg. What will happen if I am not getting it? So I have spent the 3 4 days in a very different condition. And we had to report there for the award 2 days earlier. That is around 3rd. I was there. So I was there with my wife. We two were staying there in a very good 5-star hotel provided by the government. And there also I was thinking that still the 2 days are there. What will happen if I'll not get? So this, I was in a dilemma. What can happen? What may happen? But ultimately, when I got award, then I was very happy that I have got the award, and I could meet a person of stature that I was thinking to. So this is one thing that I want to share with you. Maybe that with you, so many incidents may happen. So can anyone share any incident that happened with you of this type? It is open for you. You can share your links. Anyone? Are you listening to me?
yes, sir. Yes,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So any such type of incident that might have happened with you? No. No or yes?
No,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So who is saying yes? Charu? Charu, are you saying yes?
No, sir. Here is Akanksha.
Okay, Kansha, share with me. Share your
Sir,
with
like एकदम से तो कोई ऐसा नहीं आ रहा, but as we are talking about the stress and stress management, whenever we get a call or our Deepak Bhaiya, like our the person who is with the ma'am, principal ma'am, so whenever he comes and he says कि ma'am बुला रही है, तो it gives us like थोड़ा सा डर हो जाता है और कुछ नहीं. बट ऐसा कोई इंसिडेंट जैसा आप बता रहे हैं कि यू वर इन डिलेमा एंड ऑल, ऐसा याद नहीं आ रहा.
Not of this type, but इससे मिलता जुलता कोई हो?
Mm, Sir, I gave my NET exam, National Education Test, and I gave it in month of June, and the result was expected in the month of November, or but I couldn't get it. But like in December, the exam was organized again, and I appeared again. But in the month of January, I got my result net. So I was in dilemma कि I'll get it or not. So just because of this dilemma, I gave my that net exam again. I was confused. I will get, I will not get, like that. Like it is not related to your experience, but stress was there.
Experiences are always different. I'm only asking what is your experience. Your experience will not, certainly it will not be my experience. So is there any other one who can share, who want to share the experience? Anyone? Okay. So we have seen two of our very good friends, Mona Patras and Tulsi Bora. They have taken a very nice session about the differential learning, differential instruction. And in that, they have said about know your child, KYC. As in the bank, they used to say, know your customer. So I never say you that know your customer. So know your child. Then they have told about the learning styles, about the assessments, about the interventions, so many things they have said. So what is the necessity of a differential learning? Learning is learning. There should be one learning. Why differential learning? Number one, what will happen if there is no differential learning? So just think, what will happen if there is no differential learning? Anyone who can answer? Anyone? One or two? I want one or two answer. What may happen if there is no differential learning?
Yes, sir. So we will not be able to cater to the requirements of individual children, different children.
Very good. And when we are not in a position to cater the needs of all the children, what will happen to those children?
So they'll become robots.
Hmm?
So they'll become robots without any feelings and emotions. And they
So
will feel neglected and ignored.
this condition that they will be neglected, they will be ignored, it will mount to stress. Stress is a very interesting thing. It is, oh, dudhari talwar hai. You can use stress from both the sides. And today our topic is stress. So I'm sharing my screen with you. Is it visible to you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. So in the stress, uh, we'll share a few things with you. Uh, First is, what is the stress? What is dynamics of stress? What are the symptoms of stress? What are the effective stress management technique? What are 5-step symptoms to tackle stress? What is burnout? Positive stress? And what Gita says about the stress management. So this is my outlook about this particular topic. But if you say any other one that you have to speak on stress management, he will certainly take the different type of parameters. So let us take one by one. The first is what stress is. So who will tell what stress is? I can see Akanksha Shankar. Akanksha, what is stress in your view?
Sir, when you are not able to complete your work within time, and somewhere in your relationship, somewhere in the society, some problems. So there is a dilemma in the mind कि होगा कि नहीं होगा, ऐसा हो सकता है. So it creates stress. Or you can say that nowadays all the mostly ladies are working, and they are taking care of house also, and working also. So it creates stress when you cannot, because you want to give your perfection. You want to be perfectionist, but you cannot, and that creates stress.
Perfection is another disease.
Yes, sir.
It is very dangerous to be perfect and to do the perfection. Very dangerous. Anyhow,
Yes,
so
sir.
beautifully you have explained what is stress. Now, Anjali Das Gupta,
Yes, sir.
how the stress affects you physically? Very short.
Too much. Yes, too much sometimes because
Like,
nowadays most of us are under the stress. So if you ask me about my personal feelings, I will say that I'm the mother of two children and I'm having aged parents, those who are suffering from cancer. And when I had to balance each and everything, and I'm also working in a school, so many things together, it is really hard for me to balance. So, and that sometimes affects my health. So that's why I'm suffering from high BP because I can't, I'm just surpassing the threshold of the stress, of the worries and anxieties. What should I do with all these things? And for that, it tolls on my health. So some diseases are also cropping up, like a little bit of insomnia. I can't sleep well at night. BP is shooting high up. And when all these things come together, then I feel fatigue also. So I think that really it affects our health.
I would like to add only one thing, that whatever disease you are saying, these diseases are known as occupational health disorder.
Yes.
So next, who is coming here? Charu is there.
Yes, sir.
Charu,
Good
next is
morning, sir.
mentally, how the stress affects you mentally.
Sir, it can lead to various diseases such as thyroid and high blood pressure, as ma'am told. So it decreases our power to make any decisions or to react to a particular kind of situation.
Very good. And Jaya, madam, how
Yes,
emotionally
sir.
stress is affecting us? Emotionally, stress and emotions.
Stress, of course, sir, affects our emotions. Even if in a very happy occasion you cannot participate fully and you feel very depressed, it affects your mental health. If something sincerely worries you all the time, for example, Anjali ma'am has shared her parents, her little children, obviously it has taken a toll on her health. Even in a happy situation, sir, if these kind of problems preoccupies your brain, sir, it becomes difficult to remain happy from within. So I'll just add on a little extra. To maintain this kind of emotional imbalance, we need to practice meditation. That you have taught us in our previous, we have done a workshop previously. You have taught us meditation, and I have realized that early morning pranayam has helped me a lot in overcoming my emotional stress. Thank you, sir, so much.
Thank you. So the first dynamics of stress is very clear to you, I think. Now coming to acute stress and chronic stress. So acute stress, Sutapa Mitra, you can see she is here. Sutapa, what is short-term stress?
Sir, good morning, sir. Short-term stress is, suppose if we are suffering from any stress, suppose depression and this and other stress, then we can overcome it by meditation and by going to some places where we like, and we can overcome it. And long-term stress, that is chronic stress, it is the person is suffering from for long term, so it will take time. But acute stress, which one is short term, it will, I think, with the help of meditation and yoga, pranayam, we can
प्रिंसिपल ने बुलाया कौन सा स्ट्रेस है?
सर डिप्रेशन
नहीं, प्रिंसिपल ने बुलाया आपको, and stress has been developed. Some teacher and some of the, I don't know who, some was saying that principal ने बुलाया.
Yes sir, yes sir. ये short term stress है. Short term stress.
Short term. चलिए. So very interesting. So I'll show you a very small film to say about the stress. Okay. बहुत छोटी सी फिल्म है. Very small. It is again creating a lot of stress. मेरा पावर पॉइंट चलेगा या नहीं चलेगा? So everywhere and every time there is a stress. Now this stress can be positive and can be negative. I remember that when I was attending one national integration camp at Kolkata, there was a person who was conducting this session, and he was asking that how many of you have never faced stress? I said, never faced stress is not correct, but mostly stress I have not faced. So then she has told me that, what do you do? When you are having stress, what do you do? So that I will tell you in the last. Otherwise, the suspense will be over. So, तब तक आप स्ट्रेस देखिए, तब तक आप स्ट्रेस लीजिए. Simple? Okay.
Stress is the body's reaction to any change that it experiences, which requires an adjustment or response.
Yes.
Stress is the body's reaction to any change that it experiences, which requires an adjustment or response. The body reacts to these changes with physical, mental, and emotional responses. The word stress is quite often used in a negative sense, but stress isn't always bad, and it is a normal part of life. In fact, sometimes stress can be positive and can spur one to be productive, creative, prepared for challenges, and stay motivated and focused. If you feel intensely stressed in a way that interferes with your daily life, you may be suffering from chronic stress. Symptoms are inability to concentrate, anxious or racing thoughts, constant worrying, feeling overwhelmed, chest pain, rapid heartbeat. Like any physical problem, it can be worse. Chronic stress is treatable and with the right help can be managed. Together, we can make a difference.
Oh, next slide. Oh yeah, next. This is one thing that I want to show you, that they have shown 6 signs of stress that you should not ignore. Stress is positive, stress is negative. We are all facing stress in our daily life. Without stress, we cannot live. Stress is a part of our life. Everybody knows. And do you know one thing? That with this advancement of standard of your life, stress is increasing. Do you know, with machine, stress is increasing. That's why the people used to go in the hill station. People used to go near river, near sea, to enjoy the nature. So what are the signs of stress that you should not ignore? Simple. Please show them what are the signs of stress that should not be ignored.
Hi, everyone. Before we begin, we at Psych2Go would like to give a big thank you for your support. Psych2Go's mission is to make psychology and self-care topics more accessible to everyone. In today's video, we will be discussing the 6 signs of stress you shouldn't ignore. It's important to listen to your body. It gives many signals that show you it's time to de-stress. Sometimes you may think you're not stressed, but your body can tell you otherwise. Let's take a look at some signs now. 1. Your appetite changes, making unhealthier eating choices. You may start eating irregularly, whether that is overeating or undereating. A study by Candia, Yake, Jones, and Meyer on 272 female college students revealed that 81% had a change in appetite when stressed, while 80% of the students reported that they made healthy eating choices regularly. Only a third of them ate healthy when stressed. People who ate more when stressed chose foods that were significantly sweeter or greasier than their usual choices. 2. You experienced digestive issues. Has there been a time when you had digestion issues out of the blue? Your digestive system may also work against you regardless of what you eat. Even if you eat healthy, stress can cause issues such as stomach pain, bloating, diarrhea, constipation, and more. Maybe it's not the food's fault your tummy feels funny. It could mean that you're stressed. 3. You feel all sorts of negative feelings. You may feel all sorts of tension, restlessness, and even depression. Stress impacts muscle tension and mood. It can be why you feel anxious, irritable, overwhelmed, sad, or depressed. A study found significant associations of acute and chronic stress with depression. While stress doesn't necessarily cause depression, it can be a possible factor as stress dysregulates bodily functions and moods. 4. You experience sleep issues and low energy. Are you having a hard time with sleep lately? A study on 2,316 people showed that those experiencing more stressful events had a higher risk of insomnia. Continuously having poor sleep may make you feel sluggish during the day. The change in eating habits mentioned before may also contribute to low blood sugar, leading to feelings of low energy. 5. Deep breathing can become difficult. Stress and strong emotions can cause the breathing airway to constrict, resulting in symptoms such as shortness of breath and rapid breathing, almost like panting. Some studies show that acute stress can actually cause an asthma attack or a panic attack. And 6. Cravings for substance misuse become stronger. Like food, Substances may cause temporary immediate satisfaction in the brain, so you feel better. However, abusing anything you intake can have devastating consequences, such as excessively consuming alcohol or nicotine. Are you craving substances or even unhealthy food more than normal? It may be a sign that you're stressed. We can see that all these physical symptoms impact each other, impact your mood, and impact your behavior. If you notice that you're experiencing several of these symptoms mentioned, it may be your body telling you to take a break. Be sure to take care of yourself and get the rest you need. After all, you only have one body. And all your bodily systems affect one another. How do you de-stress? Let us know in the comments below. Share this with someone you think might be showing signs of stress as well. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe for more psychology content. And as always, thanks for watching.
You have seen the sign of the stress that you shouldn't ignore. Actually, time is very less. Otherwise, I can carry on few activities on that. Anyhow, now we are having many problems. You have seen that unhealthy eating is there, digestive problem is there, negative feeling is there, low energy is there, and you might have seen when you are having stress, your stomach become upset. That tells you that something is wrong. Then if you are fond of taking tea or coffee, then you consume more and more coffee, more and more tea. And if you are eating, you will eat more and more food, because your brain is directing you to consume more. Brain is not saying anything. Brain is saying, khate raho, koi baat nahi. So now what is the effective stress management technique? This I'll take a little bit. The first is pranayam. Every teacher should do pranayam in the morning. It is not necessary that you have to take a bath, you have to sit, or anything like this. Whenever and whatever you are, whenever you are leaving the bed, sit. You may sit on the bed and do a very simple pranayam exercise of inhale and exhale. Very simple. That is, there two hands are there. The one hand you can have any mudra that you like. There are so many mudras are there. Any mudra that you like, but have one mudra on the left side. And the right side, these two fingers are there that you have to close your nostril in this way. And the rest of the two fingers you have to put like this. Can you see me? Can you see me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
after this, first take the breath from the left side. Deep breath from the left side. Then leave the breath to the right side. Then take breath from the right side and leave to the left side. You can do here. अब बैठे बैठे कीजिए एक बार. Take a deep breath and see difference yourself to just now. Have a mudra. Take inhale. Take a deep breath and leave it. And in the next, take a deep breath from the right side and leave it. So friends, do it in the morning for some time, maybe of 2 minutes, 3 minutes. increase the time for 5 minutes, you will find there is a lot of peace in you. The simple thing is, because scientific interpretation of this is that your body is getting more oxygen. More oxygen means more happiness, more metabolism, more happiness. So it is one pranayama exercise that everybody has to do. Deep breathe. Other pranayama exercises are also there. And that pranayama exercise includes, everybody knows the pranayama exercises. I should ask you. अंजू राणा, आप बताइए और कौन सी एक्सरसाइज है प्राणायाम की?
Yes. Good morning, sir. My camera is not working.
कोई बात नहीं. We can listen to you.
So, sir, I don't know the name, but the thing is, you have to hold the breath and say Om like this. And
chanting of Om, Bhastrika.
Yes.
So many exercises are there. You can take only one exercise. Okay? So first is this. Second is that we also talk a lot about one thing, and that one thing is mindfulness. स्कूल में पढ़ाया जाता है माइंडफुलनेस, और माइंडफुलनेस के बड़े ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम भी होते हैं कि माइंडफुलनेस होना चाहिए. बहुत थोड़े टाइम में मैं आपको बता देता हूं कि माइंडफुलनेस क्या है. देयर आर टू थिंग्स. वन इज माइंडफुलनेस एंड सेकेंड इज दिस meditation, and they are a related practice, but they are different. Mindfulness is a mental state in which you focus on the present without any judgment. आप बैठे हैं, आंख बंद करके बैठ गए, and presently whatever you are there, you are doing, and you are not thinking anything else. Being present means that you are acknowledging yourself about the present emotion, present sensation without any criticism. But the breathing is normal and you are aware of your body. In this, we have to pay attention to our breathing pattern, how we are taking inhale and exhale, how we are breathing. Meditation is a formal exercise. It cultivates mindfulness, awareness, and balance. There are a number of meditation. Generally, meditation is sitting down on a particular pose and thinking about something about the God, some about the Om chanting, some about the Radhe Radhe, something about the abstract thing, something about a light is there, and they concentrate on that particular point, and slowly they go in the state of mindfulness. And that is the difference between mindfulness and meditation. Sometimes they are also referred as one. So this is the second thing that we can do. Third thing is thoughtlessness, Renu Rawat good. Third thing is physical activity. You can also do physical activity when you are stressed, but remember that if you are suffering from blood pressure, if you are suffering from pain in the bones, knee pain, or like this other pains, so avoid it. Then is time management. Sometime before, it is a very unique feature that is with the ladies, because ladies have to fight on two fronts, home and office. They have to manage both. in a very nice way.
Sir, Charu ma'am has raised the hand.
Charu madam?
Yes, good morning, sir. I just wanted to add that in mindfulness, we can also have a mantra in our mind that joy is now, that we should enjoy every work, every task we are doing, and we can stay in present, and then we can de-stress ourselves. We will think about what is going to happen in future or what has happened in the past, then we will remain in stress. But if we will do work with having joy in that, so we can be mindful as well as we can be stress free. So we can adopt a mantra that joy is now.
Very good. Actually, this is the advanced level of this mindfulness, going to and very close to the meditation. That is when we are taking a particular mantra and going to that. So it is very good. You can also adopt that. The purpose is whatever you like, you adopt. Thank you. Thank you, Charu madam. The next is the
Thank you.
social support. And finally, coming to relaxation. रेणु रावत जी ने लिखा है कि remain in present than in past. So mindfulness is to remain in the present. Thinking present, you can take the help of mantra. Next is relaxation. Relaxation, best is savasana. Savasana. Savasana में शव मतलब जैसे डाट बॉडी होती है उस तरह से लेट जाते हैं. लेटने के बाद हाथ बिल्कुल लेट गए और लेटने के बाद वी फील दैट देयर इज नो लाइफ इन आवर लेफ्ट लेग. पहले सोचते हैं कि लेफ्ट लेग में देयर इज नो लाइफ. Life is slowly and slowly going out of the body from the left leg. Then see from the right leg, life is not there. So any sort of erectness, any sort of life, any sort of action should not be there in the body. Then about the left hand, then about the right hand, then about the stomach, then about the heart, then about the whole body. You feel that whole body, there is no life. And don't think anything. But it is not possible when you are laying down, a lot of thoughts are coming. Don't force the thought. Coming or going is it is a regular process. The only thing is that you feel that you are relaxing your body, that there is no life in your body. And finally, you feel after some time, after 5 or after some time, you will feel that the body is de-stressed. The one such thing is yoga nidra. सुला देते हैं. I have done a particular program in this, yoga course.
Art of living, sir. Art of living.
हाँ, आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग में भी कराते हैं, बट मैंने आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग का नहीं कराया. Although I am very much inspired by the art of living, and I have conducted one such program for my students when I was the principal. 800 children and 250 teachers were involved in this particular program when I was principal of one school. It is a very good program.
Yes, sir. I have also done, sir.
It is a very good program. But there are so many other programs also. One of the programs that I was doing actually. So I have undergone the yoga nidra and slept for 2.5 hours. सो गए और ऑर्गेनाइजर ने कहा उठाने की जरूरत नहीं, सोते रहने दो. So that shows that now I am feeling that shows at that time I was principal, and now I am thinking that at that time I was so stressed. सुला दिया तो सुला पड़े. So this is the stress management technique. Any technique you can use according to your wish, but do something. अपने लिए भी कुछ करो. Okay, and simple as written, I am healthy. It is known as self-suggestion, and it is very necessary to suggest that I'm beautiful. I'm healthy. I'm hale and hearty. I'm energetic. So these are certain things that you have to do in the morning and feel the difference. You will feel yourself that there is a lot of difference in your body known as autosuggestion. It is technique is known as autosuggestion. Thank you, Simple. Next. Is there any Jain is with us? इसको चलाओ जरा, इसको सुनाओ कुछ.
A Japanese method to relax in 5 minutes. Every day you are stressed about too many things: work, relationship, family, bills, other people's opinions. A certain amount of stress is normal and even necessary, but excessive stress can take a toll on your health. You're not going to believe what I'm about to tell you next. You can get rid of stress in no time at all. All you need to cope with anxiety and headache is just one method: a unique ancient Japanese technique. It takes less than 5 minutes and can be done about anywhere. To practice the technique, you should first understand that each finger of your hand represents a different feeling or attitude. Let's see exactly what. Here's your hand: thumb, index, middle, ring, and pinky. The thumb helps combat emotions like anxiety and worry. The index can help you combat fear. The middle finger helps you control anger and resentment. The ring finger can help you fight depression and sadness. Also, it's responsible for making you more decisive. And the pinky helps to calm anxiety and increases optimism and confidence. This finger represents self-esteem. Let's repeat it again. Thumb, anxiety. Index, fear. Middle, anger. Ring, sadness. Pinky, self-esteem. Keep repeating it till you remember it. Now let's see how this unusual method works. To harmonize the life energy in the body, grasp the finger with the opposite hand, wrapping all the fingers and thumb around it. Now hold each finger for 1 to 2 minutes. You will know it's working when you feel a pulsating sensation. If you want to calm your mind, slightly press in the center of the palm with the thumb of the opposite hand and hold it for at least 1 minute. It will help you relieve stress, get rid of negative thoughts, and get peace of mind in the middle of the hustle and bustle. Practice this technique every day to stay calm and reestablish the balance within yourself. Remember that there are many other ways to cope with stress: exercise, yoga, massage, meeting friends, good music, and others. However, this Japanese technique is one of the best methods to revive yourself quickly. This method absolutely works wonders for everyone, regardless of age and gender. Have you already tried it? How did it work for you? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We're really interested in them. Don't forget to hit the like button below and click subscribe to stay on the bright side of life.
So you are on mute.
This is already we have discussed that, but in a very short points are there. Recognize the stress, analyze the source from where it is coming, coping strategies. You have to choose yourself, implement them, and finally see what is working with you. It is not essential that all the strategies are working for you. You have to select what strategy is the best for you. Okay, next. Burnout. Do you know why breaks are given to you? There's a scientific explanation for this. Breaks of 50 days, 10 days, 10 days, 7 days is given to you to refresh you, to avoid a burnout. to de-stressed. That's why छुट्टी में बच्चे नानी के घर जाते हैं, because they also want to take the breaks to rejuvenate themselves. And whenever you find time, have a break. You will see that there's a lot of differences there in your behavior, in your daily work, in your proficiency. So this is a way of minimizing burnout. Setting boundaries. Number one, I'll not explain much, otherwise your principal will be angry with me. So setting boundaries means that you should know your limitations. Sometimes say no. Every time, not yes. I tell you one of my example. You can understand what I want to say you. I was in charge of 13 departments when I was a PGT in my school. I was the coordinator, I was the NCC in charge, I was the discipline in charge, I was the examination in charge, I was the timetable in charge, or NSS in charge. Like I was holding 13 departments because I couldn't say no. But when I became principal, I have made it a point not to give any teacher more than one department. So you had to set your boundary yourself, how much you can do, and what you feel that it is not possible for me, or it is stressing to me, you have to say. You have to say
No.
No.
no. The next is taking break, that as I already discussed. Seeking professional help when needed. This shows how it is affecting your brain, because stress for a long time is very dangerous. So as far as possible, try to identify the source and try to do the remedies that you can do, because for a long time the stress is affecting your brain. It can be dangerous. So this particular film will show you how the chronic stress affects your brain. Showing how chronic stress is dangerous for your brain, and Simple is showing herself.
Are you sleeping restlessly, feeling irritable or moody, forgetting little things, and feeling overwhelmed and isolated? Don't worry, we've all been there. You're probably just stressed out. Stress isn't always a bad thing. It can be handy for a burst of extra energy and focus, like when you're playing a competitive sport or have to speak in public. But when it's continuous, the kind most of us face day in and day out, it actually begins to change your brain. Chronic stress, like being overworked or having arguments at home, can affect brain size, its structure, and how it functions, right down to the level of your genes. Stress begins with something called the hypothalamus-pituitary-adrenal axis, a series of interactions between endocrine glands in the brain and on the kidney, which controls your body's reaction to stress. When your brain detects a stressful situation, your HPA axis is instantly activated and releases a hormone called cortisol, which primes your body for instant action. But high levels of cortisol over long periods of time wreak havoc on your brain. For example, chronic stress increases the activity level and number of neural connections in the amygdala, your brain's fear center. And as levels of cortisol rise, electric signals in your hippocampus, the part of the brain associated with learning, memories, and stress control, deteriorate. The hippocampus also inhibits the activity of the HPA axis, so when it weakens, so does your ability to control your stress. That's not all though. Cortisol can literally cause your brain to shrink in size. Too much of it results in the loss of synaptic connections between neurons and the shrinking of your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that regulates behaviors like concentration, decision-making, judgment, and social interaction. It also leads to fewer new brain cells being made in the hippocampus. This means chronic stress might make it harder for you to learn and remember things, and also set the stage for more serious mental problems like depression and eventually Alzheimer's disease. The effects of stress may filter right down to your brain's DNA. An experiment showed that the amount of nurturing a mother rat provides its newborn baby plays a part in determining how that baby responds to stress later in life. The pups of nurturing moms turned out less sensitive to stress because their brains developed more cortisol receptors, which stick to cortisol and dampen the stress response. The pups of negligent moms had the opposite outcome, and so became more sensitive to stress throughout life. These are considered epigenetic changes, meaning that they affect which genes are expressed without directly changing the genetic code. And these changes can be reversed if the moms are swapped. But there's a surprising result. The epigenetic changes caused by one single mother rat were passed down to many generations of rats after her. In other words, the results of these actions were inheritable. It's not all bad news, though. There are many ways to reverse what cortisol does to your stressed brain. The most powerful weapons are exercise and meditation, which involves breathing deeply and being aware and focused on your surroundings. Both of these activities decrease your stress and increase the size of the hippocampus, thereby improving your memory. So don't feel defeated by the pressures of daily life. Get in control of your stress before it takes control of you.
Okay. Now next. So finally, I am coming to what Gita says about the management of stress. In Gita, chapter 2, 62 shlok and 63 shlok. 62 shlok is Dhyayato Vishyan Punsah Sangasteshu Pujayet Sangastaya Sanjayate Kama Kamat Krodho Abhijayate. और 63 श्लोक है क्रोधा भवति सम्मोह सम्मोहात स्मृति विश्व स्मृति वस्राद बुद्धि नाशो बुद्धि नाशात प्रणश्यति. अगर इसको आप ध्यान से सुने and see the meaning of this, that I have written here the meaning also, that while we are thinking about the object of senses, we are thinking about the people, money, power, we develop attachment for them. And for such attachment, selfish desire develop. And from the desire, anger develop. If desire is not fulfilled, anger will be developed. And this anger arises delusion. And from delusion, it is the deterioration of cognitive functions. And when memory or intelligence is lost, at that time, we used to make stupid mistakes. When this all happens, one fall into degradation. So this is the meaning of this. And इससे पहले वाला दिखाओ simple. इससे पहले वाली स्लाइड दिखाओ सिंपल जरा. नंबर स्लाइड. इससे पहले लास्ट but one. So this is one thing is given in a very short, that Atma is there. Atma means self. Self. And when we talk about the self is desire is there that connect intellect from the divinity. And when we are desiring, because it is human nature to desire more and more, when we desire more and more, we are disconnected from the self divinity. That's why we say कि हर कण कण में भगवान है, हर आदमी में भगवान है. But when we become selfish, we desire more, and this more desire disconnect us from divinity. And when divinity is lost, coming to buddhi, intellect, it is the zone 2. That is selfish desire disconnect mind from intellect, wisdom, judgment, and insight are lost. So second में selfish desire disconnect intellect. And when wisdom, judgment, and insight is lost, we are coming to third zone, man, mind. Selfish desire in the mind leads to excessive attachment. और attachment जिससे होगा, excessive attachment lead to stress, fear, anger, jealous. All this will come into the mind of the man who is having attachment. If no attachment, तभी कहते हैं attachment होना ही नहीं चाहिए. Attachment है तो ये सब होंगे. And attachment किससे होगा? Attachment is with people, money, power, habits, material. These are the 5 indriyas, 5 senses. And excessive attachment leads to excessive destruction. So, don't attach yourself to anything. Attachment is the root cause of all the problems that are happening around us. So be happy yourself, make your students happy, and I can tell you stress will never come to you when you are practicing about all these things that are shortly discussed with you. So now it is a time to say thank you. If there is any question you want to ask, you are most welcome.
Sir, you supposed to disclose the suspense you said in the last.
Last what I have said you?
Suspense you going to share with us.
मैं तो बोली गया क्या चीज बोली थी मैंने बताओ.
So the suspense regarding stress.
It is one thing that I want to tell you. Stress, if you really want to tell the stress, that there should not be any stress in you, stress should not develop in you, then वो हमारे यहाँ बोलते हैं कि जब भी आपको स्ट्रेस हो, at that time there is only one treatment, and that is remember God. चाहे मंत्र से याद करो, चाहे ध्यान से याद करो, चाहे किसी चीज से याद करो, भगवान को याद करो. कुछ लोग what they do, they used to narrate Vishnu Sahasranam, they used to narrate सत्यनारायण की कथा, जो भी करते हैं घर में. What is the purpose of this? पर्पज ये नहीं है कि आप जो है यू आर गेटिंग मोक्ष मिल जाएगा. पर्पज इज दैट टेम्परेली you feel that you have done something great job, something good you have done, and your mind is giving you the signal that you have done good job, and good hormones are secreted in your body and you become happy. So be good, do good, and in return be happy. So thank you very much for patiently listening. It is actually very long session, but because I was having time constraints, so I had restricted it. Although I had taken, I think, 10 minutes of your. Thank to Prerna Joshi, she has not tells her time ho gaya hai. So thank you very much, Prerna, and thank you all the teachers for your participation and for patience listening. Thank you very much. Anything
Thank you,
if you
sir.
want.
Thank you. So let me make use of this platform to share one incident which happened just in the morning as you were talking about the short-term stress. So I would like to tell the audience right in the morning around 9:15:30, we got to know that the speaker resource person for the second session is unwell. She is hospitalized and we will have this second slot vacant. So we were under a lot of stress. Simple and I were thinking now what to do. We called sir and he was very comfortably told us, don't worry, I am there. And sir, that was a big stress buster for us. And not only that, sir told that Prerna, you text Divya and convey my wishes that she should recover soon. And sir, those words really meant a lot for us. And that really relieved our stress. So, sir, thank you so much for this wonderful session and giving these guidelines which you have been giving us over the few days, sir. We are really indebted to you for that, sir. This is actually probably the outcome of being in company of such an enlightened and intellectual soul, sir. We are really so very thankful.
Thank
May
you
I
very much.
now request, thank you, sir, Miss Smita Sharma from Bhavan Vidya Ashram Pratapnagar, Jaipur, to propose formal word of thanks to our resource person.
Yes, ma'am. I am audible.
Yes.
Namaskar to respected Dr. A.K. Sharma sir and
Namaskar.
everyone present here. It is my great honor to extend a heartfelt vote of thanks to Sharma sir for his enlightening and excellent presentation on stress management. Your insight and knowledge have been very helpful and valuable in our day-to-day life. We are grateful for your time and the effort you put into this session. Your contribution is greatly appreciated and remembered by all present here today. After your session, we felt that give your stress wings and let it fly away. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Once again, thank you, Smita ma'am. Before we close with the proceedings of the day, let us join our hands to pray to the Almighty.
Om Dhyau Shanti Antarikshaha Shantihi Prithvi Shantirapaha Shanti Roshadhayaha Shantihi Vanaspataya Shantihi Shantir Vishvedevaha Shanti Brahmaha Shantihi Sarvam Shantihi Shantireva Shantihi Sama Shantiredhi Om Shanti